For a while, I wondered where my place is in this life. So many experiences and so many thoughts led me down a path I never knew. On this path, there have been many branches, each of them leading to something different, but in turn leaving something behind. At times, I ask myself if I'm on the right path. But what does it mean? We live a life filled with decisions upon decisions. Sometimes it can be good or bad. At times we end up somewhere that can completely change everything we know. Choices we make that can change the foundations in ourselves and around us. A crossroads that tests us in a way that only we, ourselves, know. We try and make the most out of this life. We get given things outside of our control and we must make it work. While that may be true, it doesn't have to be like this always. The feeling can be overwhelming and isolating. I don't want to be alone with this. No one should have to burden this feeling alone. We make our own path and blaze a trail forward. It's not an easy journey with what we do, but we should at least make something good out of this path, right? We deserve that right to live no matter what we're given. There's a lot to unpack, because there's so much you can say around decisions and choices and life in general. So I won't keep you guys long. Look, it seems kind of crazy for someone at my age. I'm in my early 20s and I'm talking about something like this, but it's one of those things that we encounter choices and decisions at every stage of our lives, and they each lead us down a different path. And some can be very small changes, while others can be very big changes. For me, a lot has happened in my own life that has led me to where I am now, that has made me the person that I am today. And it's not been easy. It's not easy to word the feelings that we have. Not everything should have a word or phrase to describe it. It's just hard, you know? There's so much in our lives that can really change us as people. Sometimes it's out of our own hands and we have to try and make it work. And that's annoying, that's frustrating. Quote that really stuck with me. It's based on a phrase that has always been said: nothing is true, everything's permitted. To say that nothing is true is to realize the foundations of society are fragile and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything's permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic. Sometimes we have to face hard choices in our lives, and a lot of times we focus on negatives in some places and positives in others. And there are times where we have to deal with hard choices. Choices that we should never have to make. And it's not been easy to shoulder the feelings, especially when you get dealt with all these different crossroads and choices you've got to make, whether that's around love, career, moving cities, even to a point where I have to ask for help so I don't fall apart. And it's been a huge burden to try and shoulder in my own life, and I know it's been like that for other people's lives. And if there's one thing I learned throughout the years, is to trust in the people around me, the circle that I've made, and see where life goes, and not have to shoulder everything, the pain, the anguish, the burdens, and that it's okay to trust and let some of that go. At the end of the day, we're still writing our stories. Just gotta see where it leads us.